Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another day of a review. It's actually the first day of the year, January 4th, 2021. Pretty wild day today. We had a major sell-off, pretty much all morning into the afternoon, and then the dips started to kind of get bought back up. As you can see here, we ended up about halfway through the range. Still quite bearish. Finally, some selling volume coming in. Similar kind of thing with IWM. However, we did kind of break through these lows. Could see a drop over the next coming weeks as people take their profits after tax season here. Let's take a look at what happened throughout the day. Had a pretty good day today. So the first one is BNGO. I'm trying out these new zones. One of my buddies in the chat room has kind of mentioned, and just kind of playing off those and looking at Bookmap. I just got that recently as well. So this one was coming into this level that we have here, kind of a mirror level just above the $5 level. So I wanted to see how it was going to react there. We did have quite a bit of offers sitting here at 520, I believe it was. And as soon as we got there, we rejected, which gave me confirmation of the short. I'll pull it up on Bookmaps as well. This was 9:05. So we'll take a look at what happened here. Let me just get it up. Switch the screen. So as you can see here, this is 9:05. We did break through this $5 even number. Then we start shooting up, and then we start to form a double top right off this 525 level. So we reject once. As it comes back up and tries again, we see it refresh. So a seller put more shares on, and then we break down. So after this second confirmation, that's actually where I get in here. As you can see, it breaks through, comes back, retests, and as it comes back, I get in somewhere around here. Then we kind of come through. I took partials into this first drop just because we had quite a bit of support there, and it's also the $5 level. Let me switch back here, and it's also the $5 level, and then we kind of come back up. And at this point, I was looking. My initial stop was right there, but we were still in pre-market, and I wanted to see what would happen. And on Bookmaps, we actually had another pretty major level at. Sorry, give me a second. Had another pretty major level at 530. So what I did was waited it out to see what would happen here. As you can see, this is the 530. We had a little bit of not volume, sorry, an offer that was put on at 530, and then as we came into the open, it soaked, and that offer was still there. So I figured, I'm gonna let it be. Stop was 532. Worked out instantly in my favor, took profits into VWAP, which was nice, and then we started coming back up. And at this point, I guess just because I took profits twice, I ended up taking profits again, adjusting my stop and getting out. Realistically, I definitely should have kept that back on because I would have got my final profit target right over there into this level. Nonetheless, it started coming back up, and then it threw this indecision here off this daily level that I had from here. As it rejected, I had confirmation just because the volume was rising, clear rejection, and there was still some volume some offers on Bookmaps. So I took that short, covered into the first wash, and then covered into that same level as I mentioned over here. What did I do there? Ended up holding and then spiked through the rest of the day. And then I actually took it for a long. So I am trying to be completely unbiased. Have only been short, and if you guys have been watching. But then we did have this kind of a wedge forming. We had it a couple times. So there's the first wedge here. There's the second wedge right there. And then this third wedge was quite a bit bigger. And I was looking to see what would happen if it did break out. So if you look, the wedge is actually kind of right there. So we broke out on volume, which I like, and then we had this decreasing low volume pullback, bounced right off that trend line and pushed up. So as soon as it kind of broke this trend-ish there, I guess, I took it for a long, covered into 650, just because there's a big offer on There's a big size on the offer. Covered into the next pop. Once again, I actually don't like my cover here. Or sorry, my take profit. I was supposed to take profit into 89. However, I adjusted because we started getting some top wicks and then took profits into near the high of day right below that 7 level. So overall, pretty good trade here. Happy with my risk management as well as volume validation and watching Bookmaps. Next one is Can. So similar kind of story here with the zones. Was watching these areas to see what would happen, and then as we get up into this level, there's a huge offer on level 2 as well as Bookmap at $7. I can pull it up here for you. It was Can around 10 a.m. So if we take a look, we could see a clear offer coming in. Sorry, I'm still fairly new with this, so still kind of struggling here. But as you can see, 10 o'clock rolls by. This is the opening bell. We push up, follow through, and then as we're coming back up into VWAP level, which is where I get short, we see this is where I get short right there initially, looking for this rejection, and then as we reject, I add another lot right around there. So as you can see, there's a huge offer here. We try to test it once, it rejects, comes back, and then this time has a lower high below VWAP, which gives me confirmation. So I ended up taking that short, and let's see how that played out here. It worked out well. We started dropping right away. I cover in front of this level, which I had marked down, kind of from here as well as a daily level. So I cover into that first level, then we continue downwards. I'm not happy with my second one. My next take profit was supposed to be at 650 and then just above previous day high. Panic this one out, not sure why. There was no signs to be selling there, or sorry, covering. So that was just my own fault, wanting to take profits early. And then of course it would have hit my target next minute, and then once again same kind of thing, just wanted to take some profits here, didn't want to give any back. We push up and then probably would have taken my profits there. If not, I would have taken profits there. As I mentioned, my stop right around here. What I probably would have done, if hindsight 2020, was wait for VWAP again, and then as we reject, take it right around there. Didn't do that, so just took profits here. As I mentioned, a couple of things I could have done. If I short there, recover into this level, and then this is a little bit of a tougher short just because it's not a clear level. But yeah, could have played this a little bit better, but I'm still happy with the snail and bale here. All right, last name of the day was OCGN. So this one was a little bit of a different play. I was watching this as kind of a wedge. It was actually a longer term wedge forming there. Starts there, rejects, rejects, rejects again. So I was thinking that we could very well see the rejection continue, and there was quite a bit of offers stepping down on Bookmaps, which gave me a little bit more confirmation. But overall, what I tried to do, this was actually a little bit of a tougher one just because it was on SSR, so you can't fill on the way down. Had to place a limit order up here, just kind of guessing where would be the top. So yeah, what happened here was, as it broke down, it bounced off this level which I had set. It's actually off this previous high, and then we bounce up. We're losing buying power here, so I did have a little bit of volume validation there. And then what happened on Bookmap? Let's take a look. So we were right around 11:05, so would have been right around here. So yeah, as I mentioned, the offers were stepping down. Initially we had this one, came down to 350 to 330, and looked like he was just continuously stepping down, selling through. So that gave me a little bit of confirmation. We did have this break. We did see a little bit of soaking here, so there is definitely some buying. However, as it popped up into here, as you can see, this wedge shortened to that wedge. Didn't cover into here just because I thought once we broke this level we could see continuation, but I did cover into here, so that's about 290, and that's I think exactly where I covered. Yeah, right around 290 on that flush. was looking for low of day break on the second partial, but we did get bought up there and then made a lower high, which in all honesty I probably should have been getting out right around here, but waited for it to come back, and just under break even I got out. So overall it was 4 for 4, actually great day for me on the trading side. As I mentioned, I'm really happy with my progression on reading Bookmap. I did have a couple of rough days there, but it seems like I am getting a little bit better. And yeah, so that was my trading day. Appreciate you guys watching, and any feedback's welcome. And hope you guys had a good start to the year. And we'll catch you guys later. Cheers.